Here's another video. Another one that I promised you is one for the lower back, which is right back here. A lot of problems occur as we get older because we tend to lose sight of the fact that you really need to keep those abdominal muscles in nice and tight so that your pelvis is in its proper position. What happens when you release your stomach muscles is you tend to start going out like this, and you may not really feel it as much or notice it as much, but when you do that over time, what happens is your spine tends to compress into your pelvis, and that creates a lot of pain. Plus, these muscles get really loose in the front, so they lengthen, and the muscles in your lower back just get tighter because of that squinching that you're doing back there. So what these exercises are intended to do, they're good core exercises that work on firming up your stomach muscles and releasing that tension in your lower back. So we're going to start. I'm going to move the camera down a little bit so I can get an angle on my back. We're going to start with what's called a pelvic tilt, and I'm hoping I have this set up so that you'll be able to see what I'm talking about, because people do this incorrectly a lot. So what you want to do is you're going to lie flat on your back. You're going to keep your knees bent, see, bent knees, but feet on the floor. Put your head back, and you're just going to squeeze your stomach muscles so that you're pushing your navel into the floor. And what you should feel is that your lower back is just flattening out, and it should feel really good. Notice I'm not lifting my rear up off the floor. It's you know, as I pull it in, it rolls a bit, but it never leaves the floor. I've still got it nice and tight in through here. So you want to hold that for about, let's say 20 seconds, which I probably already hit, and then relax. Now when you relax, you're not going to stick your stomach out, you're just going to kind of roll back to where you were. And then you're going to do it again, pull those stomach muscles in nice and tight, feel that roll, and feel that lower back just flattening in. You're kind of losing that arch that you normally have back there. Feel that stretching through there, feel the tightening in through here, or heel. And then relax. And then one more time, nice and tight. And then you can also start at this point to squeeze your glutes. You know, somebody sticks a $500 bill in your rear, you're going to hold it there nice and tight. That's what you want to do. Hold it and relax. We're going to do it one more time. Now, let's get breathing involved with this too. Take a nice deep breath in. As you tighten, hold it, and then relax as you release. So that's the pelvic tilt. Then we're going to move into another bit of an exercise where you're going to start with the pelvic tilt. So pull those stomach muscles in nice and tight, and then you're just going to keep everything on the floor, but raise your right foot off the ground and bring your knee up to your chest. Hold that for about 5 seconds, come down and relax. And then pull in, pelvic tilt, bring your left knee up. Hold it for about 5 or 10 seconds, and then come down. Relax, and then pelvic tilt again, and then this time I'm going to bring both knees together, but try to keep that lower back on the floor. Don't arch to bring it up. Use those stomach muscles to pull your legs up. Hold it, and then come down. And then just relax. So with the pelvic tilt, what you're doing is you're activating the muscles that you want to use. And then when you start doing this exercise with raising the knees, you're starting to use those stomach muscles to create that pelvis where it should be, and then using those muscles to do what they normally do. So let's do it again. Pelvic tilt, raise your right knee to your chest, and then come down and relax. Pelvic tilt, left knee, and come down and relax. And then tilt again, and this time both knees together. Both knees together is probably the hardest one to do. but that's okay because you're really using those muscles. And then come down. So we're going to do this one 5 times. We've already done it twice. So we're going to do it one more time. Breathe in, pelvic tilt, knee to your chest. Exhale, come down. Breathe in, pelvic tilt. This time exhale when you bring your knee up to your chest. And then come down. Relax. Take a couple of breaths. Breathe in again. Exhale. Right knee up. Breathe in. Exhale, come down. Breathe in. Exhale, right knee. Breathe in. Exhale, down. And take a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, pull both knees again. And come down. I think that was the 3rd or 4th time. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in, pelvic tilt, exhale, breathe in, and then exhale as you bring your right knee up. Breathe in, exhale down, breathe in, pelvic tilt, exhale, left knee up, breathe in, pelvic tilt, exhale, left knee down. And then last one, breathe in, and then on your exhale, bring both knees up. By this point it should be easier because you've done it a couple times. Breathe in, exhale, and come back down. I think I missed one, so let's do one more just for the good of it. Breathe in, exhale, pelvic tilt, don't forget the pelvic tilt, right knee up. Breathe in, exhale, come down and relax. Breathe in, pelvic tilt, left knee up. Breathe in, pelvic tilt. Oh, these already up, sorry. I get confused. Exhale, bring your knee down. Breathe in, pelvic tilt. Exhale, both knees up. And then breathe in. On your exhale, bring both feet down. Okay, so that's the knee to chest routine, including the pelvic tilt. We're going to keep doing the pelvic tilt. So you're going to tilt again, and this time you're going to go into a bridge. So once you get that pelvic tilt there, make sure your feet are firmly planted on the floor, and then with the pelvic tilt, you're still holding that. Just bring your hips up as high as you can go. Really squeeze those glutes. So now you're working on strengthening your glutes while you're stretching the front of your stomach after just using your stomach muscles. Hold it, and then watch me first or listen to it before you come down. Breathe in, and then on your exhale, you're going to start at the shoulders and just slowly come down one vertebrae at a time. Still holding on to that pelvic tilt so that when you get down to the bottom, your lower back is coming right into the floor. And then relax. Feels so good, doesn't it? I'm going to do that again. So breathe in, pelvic tilt, and then on your exhale, starting with your hips, lead up towards the ceiling. Come up as high as you can go. Hold it. And then breathe in. And then as you exhale, starting at the shoulders, just come down again, one vertebrae at a time, still holding that pelvic tilt. Get that lower back into the floor, and then once you're down, relax. Okay? Breathe in, pelvic tilt, and on your exhale, come back up again with your hips. We're only doing this hold for a few seconds. Breathe in, and then on your exhale, slowly come down. And relax. Just take a second before we move on. If you ever feel like your hamstring, you get a tightness in through there or a cramp, usually that happens when your feet are too close to your legs, so you're really tightening those. So what you want to do when that happens is just bring your foot a little bit further out, and then that should take care of it. That'll alleviate it. But while it's cramping, you just want to straighten your leg, and that'll stretch that hamstring and get rid of that Charlie horse. But so you avoid it in the future, just bring your feet a little bit farther away. Okay, one more time. Breathe in. On your exhale, after you've tilted your pelvis, that is, raise your hips up to the ceiling. Hold it. Breathe in. And then on your exhale, slowly come back down. Keep that pelvic tilt in place. Get that lower back on the floor. And then once everything else is down, come down. Okay, so that's 3 exercises so far. You start with a pelvic tilt, do that about anywhere from 3 to 5 times, hold it for 20 seconds. Then you do the knee to chest routine with the pelvic tilt, okay, 3 to 5 times. And then finish up with the bridge and do that about 5 times. Let's do it one more time. So breathe in, pelvic tilt. On your exhale, raise your hips up as far as you can go. Really squeeze those glutes. And on your exhale, slowly come down. Now once you're finished, you just want to stretch that back out a little bit more. So just bring both knees to your chest and hold them nice and tight. You can roll from side to side. Some people say that feels like a massage. I never felt it before, but you can try it. And then when you're finished with that, bring your knees to the floor, slide your feet down so that your legs are nice and flat. Bring your arms up over your head. Try to keep that pelvic tilt going while you're doing this one. And just stretch. And that feels really good too. It's a full stretch from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. Breathe in and out. And then on down. See my stomach? I really look fat on this. I mean, I'm overweight, but I'm not fat. Am I? Oh well. Okay, that's it. That's your back workout for the day. Legs are still coming. Bye.